So let's go to the man who actually works for a company that determines the value of what those algorithms put out and prefer and like. Fran, what do the algorithms want?
Well, it's very dependent by platform, but I think Jack sort of stumbled across it. But the vertical video format, whether it be on Instagram as Reels or Shorts, or that's the preferred format right now that's working the best across everything that we see. I think to Megan's point, things like behind the scenes things. I can tell you that we work for Formula One, the league, as well as a number of Formula One teams. And I can tell you that the behind the scenes, behind the velvet rope videos, and it's funny, Megan, you talked about an oil change, but mixing fuel in the pits is the most engaged Formula One post I have ever seen, exponentially larger than others. I think
Any
that
idea
goes
why?
well.
Any idea why?
I just think it's the ability to, people wish they were, in Megan's shoes as an athlete, and they want to know what it's like to be there. And I see this across multiple sports because our company works for Nike and New Balance, and we work in action sports and global soccer as well as motorsports. And I see it, the behind the ropes, the behind the scenes stuff and the personality stuff is what drives some of the actual physical sport um, consumption as well. So it's a little bit of both. People really want to know you're a dimensional person, and as everybody talked about today, the more entertaining you are and good, there's a reason why some of these people are superstars. Um, Even if they're Conor McGregor getting knocked out, he's such a personality that it's a compelling watch. I think the other thing is really the sharing stuff is super important. And I can tell you in Formula Drift, they had a um, a run that was shot by a professional drone racer. And while Formula Drift had 1 million people on just Instagram, they were able to drive 5 million views within a couple hours, saw that that content was trending, and went out and sent the content with an urgent message to their partners at Nos Energy Drink and said, "Will you repost this right now? Because it's really trending." And as soon as they did that, they added another 3 million views. So I think one of the key things to realize is that social is exponentially larger than television. And so many brands and so many people in my age or above the 50s that just always think of TV as the largest medium. The largest medium is absolutely unequivocally social. Um, and I just think you need to think about that. And the one last thing about what's trending is, Jack, you mentioned TikTok. I think one of the critical things I've learned in TikTok and working with some of my partners is that the music is equally part of what makes it trend as the visual content. Not so much on Instagram or YouTube yet, but certainly on TikTok, the music is a big part. If you have a trending song and that gets added to trending visual, it can really change.
Are there rights issues with that using music? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know how. I know there's some battles between TikTok and certain certain music companies, but I'm not sure what the
Okay.
legal. Maybe
That's
Megan could answer
that's an
that better than
interesting
I.
one.